Welcome to Chick Chat and Chill. Today, we're just chatting, so you have no idea what we're going to talk about unless you watch. Stay tuned. Welcome back. I'm Lora Fickett, your co-host. I own Fickett Financial Education and Business Coaching, where I love to help people make more money, manage it better, and retain it to build their wealth. I was just talking to somebody earlier about somebody that was super, super rich in their family, but so depressed and so unhappy. And people often think like, oh, well, I don't want to get a lot of money because those people are sometimes depressed. That person never learned how to be wealthy. They are rich, but they never learned how to be wealthy. And you might be thinking, well, I'm not rich or wealthy, but it's so much easier to go from wherever you are to wealthy. Trust me, we can do a free consultation and we can work on getting you there sooner, faster, and have a better life. But before we get started into just chatting, I want to introduce Antoinette, my co-host.
Hello and welcome. So a little bit about me. I'm the owner of Pixel This, which is a full-service design firm. I've done everything, all different types of stuff. I recently had a client who reached out for me to do social media marketing, and I was looking at his stuff, and I'm like, honestly, you really kind of need a new logo. It was kind of dated, and sometimes it just helps to just, look at some of the basics, and it's going to give you a lot more bang for your buck in anything you do in the future, and just come out with just a really good marketing plan. I mean, if you have a plan, it could work for any budget. It's just a matter of what steps you do to implement it, and you could do that at any timetable you want. But enough about me. So our topic is just, she said chatting, but maybe I want to chill.
Well, you can chill. There's plenty of things to chat about. It's summer here in Florida.
I know. I mean, the one thing that just so hard not to bring up is like me and Lora are going on a girls trip like tomorrow. like it's hard for me to like do anything in the day. I'm like, oh, let me get a drink. I'm going on a girls trip tomorrow.
This is the first girl trip that Antoinette has been on with me. This is like the fourth annual one that I put together here in Florida. So yeah. She's in for a treat. She's been asking all kind of questions like, do we go out? What kind of clothes? Yeah. I said, no, we go topless and drink in the morning. Like there was no, just relax.
No, and
I'm kidding about.
I know
topless.
she was joking, but I'm going to take that pretty seriously. So I'm bringing no bras or tops, just some socks.
Maybe we'll get some footage up online on our girls trip. Maybe do a podcast on the beach. But
yeah.
And here's the thing: is you might be thinking like, oh, that sounds fantastic. But I started putting together girls trips because, like, there's 5 of us going. We're splitting a house on the beach, a condo on the beach, and it makes it affordable for us to go away for so many days because we split it up, and it ends up being less than $1,000 per person. So, I mean, it really is a great way to vacation if you have single friends, like Antoinette is single, or you are business, like, because we're going to talk about business. It's kind of like a business retreat. We all do connect and talk about business, or you have a family like mine, and to go away as a family is really expensive. So if you want to go away, I always tell people, make more money, manage it better, or find different ways to get what you want. I want to go to the beach. My whole family doesn't enjoy the beach, so I'll go with my girlfriends.
Yeah.
And it'll be cheaper. Win-win. Hello.
Yeah. I think the last girls trip I was on I was thinking about this. So it was in my freshman year of college. So that's
it's been a person.
It was my sister was pregnant at the time. And it's funny because there's a girl going this time who's pregnant. I'm like, what are the odds?
We go on girls trips when there's an extra baby on board. The one thing that I've been thinking about, like, it made me cry. So I don't know. I'm an emotional person. It might not seem like it sometimes, but I am an emotional person. I'm an empathic person.
Yeah.
Like I was looking at a horse yesterday, and it looked really, really sad. And there's a whole backstory to it, but I was just trying to communicate with it, like, what's the matter? And I feel like it has ulcers in its stomach. Like I ran my hand down its side, and it kind of flinched a little when I got to its stomach. So I did the same on the other side. And I'm like, I almost like burst out in tears because I felt like the pain on this horse, like just transferred through my hand, up my arm, and into my body. And so like I almost cried. My daughter's like, what's the matter, Mom? You look like you were going to cry. And I'm like, so I told her, and it doesn't surprise anybody in my family. But the other thing, like I was watching videos of the World Cup. So the World Cup it's 2026, the World Cup came to the United States, and all kinds of people from other countries came over here. I'm like getting goosebumps just even talking about it. And the outpouring of love and support from the American people to the people from the other countries that came here, and the amount of love that those people experienced here and their change in their views on America, I started crying. Like I was watching the videos and they're all like, we've been lied to by our media. America isn't what we thought it was. Everybody here has been so generous and so fantastic. I mean, some of the videos they were like, we like going, they're like, oh, look, we're going into Walmart. I'm like,
Goodness.
some of them were really funny. And the Scottish Tartan Army drank Boston Dry. Actually, some of the bars ran out of alcohol, except for Budweiser, they said. Bud Light. They still had Bud Light.
Yeah.
But like,
they had a very bad marketing campaign, Bud Light, and that's why they're tanking.
yeah, she knows all about it. Pixel Liz, that's what she does. But like the lately the World Cup videos, I just can't get enough of them. Like I'm not a huge footballer, like, or a soccer fan, whatever you want to call it. Depends on what country you're in. But I just found it so amazing that these political people go and they try to get together and have conversations, and really all you had to do was have the World Cup come to America and all the people got together.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Asian people riding bulls in Texas, like, and they're like mechanical bulls, and they're like, oh, this is amazing. We've never experienced something in our entire life. You know, you've got the Scottish people down on Miami Beach. Like,
yeah,
it was crazy.
What that kind of reminds me of is like every so often, like when they were like, you know, American politics are kind of all over the world. So a lot of times other countries like chime in about our president or our this. But then when other countries say things about whoever our president is, to me, like, I don't care if I like this president or not. It's still the president of my country. So to me, that's kind of like, I equated to, you know, like I have a mom and dad. And it's one thing if me and my brothers and sisters are like, can you believe mom did this? Or dad's such a freaking stubborn, whatever. But if my neighbor said that about my dad or my mom,
forget it.
I'm like, there's going to be some bruises on your face pretty soon, you know?
It happens. It happens to siblings too. Like you can pick on each other, then somebody picks on one of your siblings.
It's like, no, you know,
that's not okay.
And that's how I kind of feel when other countries pick on my politics. Like, you don't even live here, so you don't know. Like, you don't know. You're getting this drips and drabs through whatever media source you have. You just don't know. And that's like, I wasn't watching any of the World Cup, but that's kind of what it reminded me of when you were saying that.
Oh my gosh, we're going to binge them on the beach. We'll binge watch some of the videos because they're so funny and amazing. And some of the things that people have experienced. So TSA had to issue not an alert, like a warning that if you want to bring home ranch dressing, you need to put it in your checked luggage because it's a liquid and you can't put it in the
all these people
because all these people fell in love with ranch dressing. They don't have it over like in Germany and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy?
I know when I was in China.
It was so funny.
I fell in love with like when this was like so long ago. I was a kid, but for their iced tea, they had like the liquid simple syrup or whatever with liquid sugar.
Yeah.
And for us, anytime you got a sweet tea, it was like these granules that you're like chewing your iced tea. You would like sip it. I'm like, why can't, like, this isn't rocket science, just liquefied sugar.
Yeah, right. Well, then people told them about the packets of ranch dressing that you can make yourself. And there was like a video of somebody like that had the powder like all over their face. It's just been fantastic. Like, really,
God,
it is
hysterical.
like internet gold.
Oh, I got to watch some of these.
Oh my gosh, you have to watch some of them. And I'm not a huge binge watcher, but it has just made me like, I don't like, I guess, watching a lot of the videos now because they're AI generated or whatever.
Yeah.
But these are so like heartfelt. They're so funny. These people are all saying like, we're sorry, America. Like, we're sorry that we thought that you guys were something that you're not. We're sorry that the media has misled us. And like, it's been so great to hear those apologies.
Yeah.
Although what they're not like connecting the dots on is this fancy food that they're eating at Waffle House. And these other places like
they're not even eating at our nice restaurants.
No. That does make the American population larger in size. So it's okay to come visit here and do that and be like, wow, I can't believe that I have ranch dressing. But if you eat ranch dressing every day,
Yeah.
might not
Oh
be
my
so good
God.
for your health.
Oh, that's funny.
But no, it's like lately it's been so fantastic to watch. I'm like so happy. I hope that the trend of like the good vibes between the countries doesn't dissolve after the World Cup is over and people go back to their lives and stuff like that. I hope that people have made lasting connections. Boston wants the Scottish Tartan Army to come over every year and just like play a friendly game.
Aw.
You know, they love them so much. Like I'm originally from Massachusetts, and like Boston fans are fun and they get along really well with the Scottish.
Oh, that's cool. It's true. And there's certain countries, like I know, like I was on vacation and it happened to be a place that a lot of Australians go. And they were just like great, just rowdy, fun people to hang with, you know? So it is.
I know. They're amazed at how big our vehicles are too.
Oh, yeah. Because everyone has those small little streets, like especially like France.
Oh, yeah. So when they came down to Miami because they were doing the World Cup in Miami, Florida, like Florida's the land of jacked up trucks.
Yeah. Laura would know because she's a jacked up truck.
This is my husband's truck. My Hummer's
well,
not
yours
up.
is still pretty big.
Oh, but it's stock big.
Yeah.
It is a 10,000-pound machine. But yeah, they don't. When we went to London and Ireland, the cars are small. The streets are small. Like,
yeah.
We didn't see any pickup trucks. Like I remember in the cities.
I always liked driving like 2-seater sports cars. So ever since I was young, I'd always get 2-seater sports cars. So I remember the first time I bought it was like my third car maybe. And I drove and it was like a real car. And I was like, oh my God, this actually has like weight. Like usually when the wind blows, I'm like trying to stay on the road. But this one, I'm like, oh, it can be windy. And I'm still like, can aim between the lines, you know?
I'm thinking to myself like, hey, put in the comments. If you watch this, put in the comments what car you think Antoinette drives or should drive. Because I'm like, when she's talking about this, I'm like one of those little smart cars.
No, I
like
wouldn't drive that.
Like a little bug or something like that, like with a sunflower in it.
No,
like,
but I had like...
No, don't. Let them put it in the comments. What do you think she would drive? I mean, you're like, I told you what I drove, but nobody ever guesses what I drive. Like, because they would, I don't know what they think I drive, like a minivan. Oh,
no.
Sorry. I'm sorry. It's like so many people listening, like, we drive minivans. I just think they have like a lot of blind spots. And like, I don't pay attention as much as I should. I just don't think it's a great car for me. Like,
I had this one friend and he had this like, I don't know, I guess he thought it was a cool car. And and I'm like so bad with cars. Like every time we would go someplace, you know, we'd like be leaving a restaurant or leaving a store and I'd go stand next to some white car. He's like, no, that's not mine. He's like, it's this one. And I'm like, to me, like all cars look alike. And then he was finally like saying something. He's like, well, do you like my car? And I'm like, I don't think you want me to answer that. And I can't lie. Like, I just can't.
I don't even know how you get out of those questions.
I don't. I tell the truth and I'm just like, do you really want me to answer? Because I answer truthfully. And he's like, yeah. So I'm like, it's a total like soccer mom mobile. And we're not that good friends anymore.
How honestly, how do you get out of those questions? Like my husband bought these sunglasses. He went in unattended to to the store.
How did he break the shackles? He chewed through the ropes and somehow got out to buy sunglasses.
I don't know. The battery in the bracelet must have been dead. I don't know what the deal is.
He got used to the shock collar.
Listen. Anyway, that is not the story we're talking about here. He went and bought these sunglasses and he came out and I was shopping with the girls.
Were they the white bug glasses? Those are terrible.
No, but they do have like a color to them. So now like they're black frames and the color is green. My immediate thought was like a fly.
Fly, yes. I didn't even have to see them, and I'm just thinking like, okay. You know, the
all right.
fly.
So it's not just me being a horrible person, right? So he's like, I've noticed his new sunglasses. Clearly, we're standing there on the sidewalk at the outlet malls, and I haven't said anything because I'm like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And so he finally says the words I hate. What do you think of my sunglasses? How do I get out of this? Because if I say, oh, they're nice.
You're lying.
I'm lying. And if I say what I said, like, I said I don't really care for them. Like
then they feel bad.
Then I set such a bad example for my kids because they are in their 20s now. And so they reprimanded me. He walked away and my daughter's like, Mom, that wasn't cool. He was really excited about those sunglasses and you totally like ruined his day. And I felt really bad about it. But how do you get out of that question? I guess you just have to say like, if you like them, I like them. Then they know that's they.
No, you
I
have
don't
to be
even
honest.
know. I don't even know.
I
But
think
if they were any other color, like if they were blue,
Well,
if they
pink,
were
come on.
well, yeah, okay, maybe orange. I don't know. These glasses have orange, even yellow. I think it would have been, but the
Purple?
green.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I remember.
They've grown on me though. So if you're watching, honey, which I don't think he does anymore. I think I've offended him so enough, or I don't know. But if you're watching, honey, they have grown on me, and I have learned to love them. So they're great. I love them.
But I remember I was dating this guy, and he had these horrible shorts. They were just like
Did he ask the question?
No.
Oh, good.
I don't know I don't know if he asked or whatever, but I'm like, those are the ugliest effing shorts.
Unsolicited. That's really mean. Like that's
And then I had this one out. So I would call them the Smurf shorts. So I had this one outfit that he hated, and he called the potato sack. So anytime you put on the Smurf shorts, I would go change my outfit to the potato sack, and I go, great, we could be unhappy together. Where are we going today?
I really don't know why we do these things as couples. Like, I don't know what is wrong with us because I have this, like, I love this thing because, like, I get cold sometimes. They know it here in the podcast studio because she's like, can we put the AC down to 60? I'm like, no, 78. But so I got like this shawl.
Your hot flashes have to start kicking in here.
Seriously.
Like they're timed wrong.
They are timed wrong. They like kick in when I wake up or through the night. But no, I bought this like shawl, right? And it's kind of like a tan color, and it's got like this almost leather, like just think that you can buckle there, whatever. So I walk out in it, and my husband does like the Western music, like dun, 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 and I'm like, what? He's like, are you going to some sort of saloon? Like, are you going to like for a shootout? Like, because he thinks it's like this Western poncho or something that I'm wearing. So now, guess who doesn't wear that shawl?
No, I would just, if it was me, I'd get the full cowboy hat and cowboy boots. And I'm like, howdy, partner, where are you?
I know. I mean, I have worn it sometimes, like, because the main place I buy these things for is church. I think they don't want people to fall asleep, so they jack that temperature. Like, I'm cold in church all the time, and I would never fall asleep. I love my church, but it's cold there. Or maybe people have hot flash. Or maybe they don't want older people to pass out. I don't really know.
Or if they die, they'll reserve the body till after service.
I don't know what it is. It's cold in church. I bring the shawl, and then I have to hear the Western music.
So it brought back this funny memory. I remember me and my parents were going to a wedding when I was like really little, like maybe 8 or 9. So we're going there. My mom has this like mink stall, and she's in this fancy dress, and my dad's in a tux, and I'm in, whatever. And I remember the wedding was kind of a far out, like maybe it was a 3-hour trip or something. So we stopped for lunch, and they're like, okay, where do you want to eat? So of course my kids, let's go to McDonald's,
Oh, yeah.
So we stopped at McDonald's, and it was kind of packed. So the only chairs they had were these saddles. So my mom is like saddling this thing in a mink stall. It was like the most
there was no cell phones in that time.
No.
That's the kind of stuff you need.
Yeah, like, we have our brains for those etched in pictures in our memories, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, our trip tomorrow, like I was going to ask you like offline, but I decided to ask you online. Have you ever even been to Indian Rocks Beach in Clearwater? No.
No. But I was talking to somebody.
So exciting.
I was talking to somebody last week, and they told me about a cool place they used to hang out around there. It was like in Clearwater going towards Indian Rocks Beach. So I like wrote down that name in case we head out.
Florida has a lot of beautiful beaches.
If it's topless, I'm game.
It's
Otherwise,
not topless.
Although
I'll tell you the story. A friend of mine, she had breast cancer. So she had, things removed, and she had things replaced and whatever. And so she doesn't have feeling. And so she doesn't notice when her bathing suit shifts.
Oh.
But everybody on the beach notices. But she doesn't notice.
Oh.
So that was the private joke that now I let you in on. But Florida's Gulf Coast beaches, so Clearwater, Siesta Key, that kind of stuff, is some of the beautiful beaches in the whole entire country. If you're listening and you have not been to Siesta Key Beach in Florida, it is definitely a place that you should put on your list. You can Airbnb, fairly inexpensive, fly right down into Tampa or Sarasota, and it can be a great family vacation with the beach is free. So
Yeah.
I mean, just walk to the beach and hang out. And you just float like all day.
Yeah, I bought some floaty things. And I put the car carrier. I was like, how long is it going to take to install a car carrier? It wasn't that bad. So hopefully it's not going to go flying off. But
I'm really concerned because
she's like, we don't need a car carrier. And I'm like, I don't want to get bitched at for bringing too many bags.
This is the problem.
That's why I put on the car carrier.
She went on a cruise in February. It was a 4-day. And you know how cruises are, like, it's not 4 days. Like, you get on late, you get off at 7 a.m. It's really like 3 days, whatever.
And I had like 4 bags.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
I had a hard time getting to the pier because I like couldn't carry everything.
Oh, so much luggage. So much. I couldn't even believe it. So like
but it was trip, cute. I love my luggage.
Yes.
It's like pink leopard print. It's so cute.
For this trip, I literally have one bag, a backpack that has my laptop, and my beach bag. And that's it. That's all I'm bringing. It's only like
that's what my car carrier's mine, and the trunk is you and Barbara. Well, I might do. Well, I thought I might bring do they have coolers in the place? I might bring a cooler just so we can have that at the beach if everyone.
Yeah, they usually do, but you can bring a small, over the shoulder cooler.
Okay,
this kind of stuff. It's going to be all kinds of fun.
Yeah.
And I have had we had 4th of July weekend last weekend around here. And like, it was so much fun. The place that I go, like, it's like 15 minutes of like grand finale fireworks, just constant fireworks. That was so great. And then I was showing Antoinette that I've been looking for a horse and I'm going into, I'm in my late 40s. I really think the bar manager, she says a horse is really going to save my life through menopause. Horses are fantastic. If you love to horseback ride, you know what I'm talking about. So I found a wonderful, wonderful horse, a couple actually. So
yeah,
some people, go on Amazon and shop at night, and now we're collecting horses. But you can't pass it up when you've been looking and shopping for something for so long, whether it's a car or something, and you find a couple that are perfect, like, you got to buy them. I mean, and, my financial coach lives in my head, so I'll figure it out.
And she told you it was a great idea.
She did. It was fantastic.
I remember I had
I'm a fan of not like either or. If you want to go on vacation, let's figure out how to get you on vacation. If you want a horse, let's figure out how to get you a horse. You want to like travel to the opera and get these expensive seats and whatever, let's figure out how to do it. Like, life is too short to like always think about things and not do them.
Yeah.
And they may result in failure, but you have to enjoy. I tell people, what's the most fun part of the roller coaster? It's the down. Sometimes you got to enjoy the down.
Yep.
It's true.
But I remember, like, do you ever have those moments in life where, like, you have this opportunity to do something, like, just crazy out there, and then you have, like, kind of the angel and the devil talking, and you're like, don't do that, do that. And I remember I had this one thing, and it was like, I just had the devil just blah, blah, blah. I'm like, when's the angel trying to talk me out of this thing? I'm like,
I think maybe you need to go and reread the whole Bible.
Okay.
Like, it really does eliminate that negative voice. Like, just start reading it every day. It'll be okay. Like, it's true though, not to totally sidetrack the entire conversation, but it is true that when you stay in God's word every day, that you have more angel voices than you do devil voices, because what you focus on expands.
Yeah, no, it's true.
So if you're focused on Proverbs and you're focused on living a good life and you're focused on God's prosperity for you, then that's what you're focused on. If you're listening to the media and the news and, oh my gosh, like our next topic, like, no, we're going to do a topic in the future. One, how to ask for help, but one, like, about how people treat animals. If you're like listening to like bad stuff, then the devil side's going to come out more.
Yeah. Well, I noticed too, like, even like I gave up watching TV a long time ago, but even before I gave up watching TV, I gave up watching any sort of news or any of that stuff, because all they do is focus on, they call it the news, but it's more like negative news.
The bad news.
Yeah.
They might as well just call it the bad news.
Yeah. I mean, that's all it is. They don't have any like feel good stories. There's like, I mean, maybe something random, but.
Or it's celebrity stories, which, you know what, like, I'm happy for the people that got married in Madison Square Garden last weekend. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about.
I do.
But I'm happy for all the celebrities and you're doing your own stuff. But really, I'm not that interested in your life.
Yeah.
Like, I'm interested in my clients' lives and making theirs better.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like,
But
that's the only good news they put out there. I'm like, oh,
But what
tell
I
me about my
found,
neighbor.
but even like I remember when I used to like go over to like my parents years ago and we would talk and they'd focus on like negative and negative and negative. And I'm just like, you got to stop watching the news. Like, you just got to stop. So finally, I got them to do that. And then they were playing, what was
Skippo.
Skippo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they went into like after dinner, they would play Skippo. And then like all the conversations were just better. They were like happier. We focused, oh, so how was your day? Instead of like, did you hear this? Or I'm like, who cares? Like, just who cares?
I know.
You
At
know?
the end of the day, like, your thoughts play such a huge part in your life.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling negative thoughts, if they're really negative, obviously call and get help. But if they're negative, try reading uplifting things. Like, try educating yourself. Try learning, sing karaoke. I don't know, do something silly.
For me,
We're going to try and sing karaoke on Girls Trip. We'll find a place.
Ooh,
I want to hear Antoinette's voice.
My goal is to empty a place because my voice is bad.
I want to see.
And I have little to no shame, you know. But a topless karaoke place.
No.
Laura's like, that was a joke. I'm like,
No.
I have it in writing. I have it in writing.
We're all in our 40s, 50s, 60s. Half of us are married. The only topless people will be the guys on the beach. So I don't understand like how they just walk around topless. Some of them, I'm like, you're going to be red.
Guys?
Yeah.
What guy wears shirts at the beach?
They're going to be red. Like,
well, I feel bad. Like when I see when I see somebody burning, I'm like,
wear a shirt.
Like, yeah, put some cream on or
yeah,
something. Yeah,
wear a shirt. Like, it's not like you're going to go to work. You need a tan on your nipples. Like, I don't know why I said that, but like,
you could say that.
I don't know, but like, put a shirt on. Like, why do you need a tan there? Then you see the guys they're all red, and I'm like, just wear a shirt. What's wrong with you?
For the longest time, I was like really particular about my tan lines, so I would do topless and like a thong, and that was it. Because then you could wear any shirt. You never had straps.
It's gonna be a fun weekend.
And then I remember I was dating somebody. And he made fun of me because my nipples were tan too. And I was like, well, I'm like, they're still pink. He's like, yeah, but they're a tan pink.
They do come in all different colors. I don't even know how we got there, but we are getting the light that we need to go. So it's probably time, probably for the best. But hey, we are rewarding those of you that have stayed on for the whole half an hour. Because some of our viewers are like, hey, did you hear them talking about that? I'm like, no. Oh, you didn't watch the whole show. That's how it goes.
Yeah, that's what we'll always throw in a random tidbit at the end to like, you know.
Tidbit.
A tidbit. Today's tidbit is no.
God, no.
Okay,
I'm sure that the podcast owner is not going down that direction. So what's the next topic, Antoinette?
So the next topic, this is one I told Laura about. I have a huge problem with this, is if I need help is asking for it. And I remember I always read these things. I'm a Virgo and I'll read every so often like things and I'm like, this doesn't even sound like me. But then I came across one and it was like 21 traits of a Virgo. And I went through them and it literally listed like, you will not, like you will personally put on like a happy face and not ever ask for help, or you'll like overburden yourself. And I never even thought about it until then. I was like, oh my God, that is so right.
Yeah. And you know what? They probably put that in everybody's horoscope and everybody's like, oh, wow, I never realized that was part of my horoscope.
Okay, so
I don't believe in horoscopes anyway.
So we all struggle together.
But we do.
And we'll have, I
think it is a very common theme, especially for guys.
I think for a lot of people, I mean, it's one of those because sometimes you feel so overwhelmed and then you don't want to burden your friends.
I love to burden people. We're going to talk about that on next Chick Chat and Chill. So before we start talking about the topic already, you're going to hear about it next week. And until then, never stop learning.
And never stop laughing. See you soon.